Hi YouTube modeling community, it's the Lazy-Eyed Modeler here in the Woody Workshop. It's been a while. It's about time for me to pop in and say hello. I was trying to get things done for NNL East, models to bring. I kind of went off the rails all over the place, but so we didn't end up bringing any models to NNL East, but we did a valiant effort, and for the first time in a long time we actually got some paint on a model. This is the hood from the Revell Foose FD100. It's not perfect, as you can see. It's a metallic, and I was flooding it on almost too much, so it flowed, and there's some dark spots. Not to mention there's a little bit of dust in there that I have to try to polish out. That was not the reason I didn't get this done. I was trying to do something else with the grill, bumpers, trim items and stuff, and that didn't work out. In the end, I had to call it quits. One of the problems was I was trying to do too many other projects at once, thinking I was going to get 4 models built instead of concentrating on one. So it was a failure all around for getting anything done, but it was a success because, like I say, that's the first time I've got paint on anything in quite a while. The decision on that kit now is whether to what to do to, especially the hood, the rest of the body, which is, I can't reach from here at the moment. Actually turned out pretty good. I could probably just get away with a quick polish and then clear coat, but I have to decide what to do with the hood, whether to get another can of that same paint or leave it as is and clear coat it as is, or purple pond it, which I really don't want to do. So that's kind of where I've been, chasing my tail on these projects. And then, yes, we went to NNL East 2018. I'm going to do a separate video on that, on what I got, what I thought, all that type of thing. So I'm not going to cover that here. Actually, there's going to be a few videos coming up in the next couple of days. One will be, well, a number of them I think probably will be NNL East, sort of a synopsis from me, and then pictures. And I took enough pictures, although I didn't take as many pictures as in the past, because there were whole sections like the big truck section. Unfortunately, I didn't even get up there hardly until the end of the day, and most of them were already gone, so it's not going to be complete by any means, but I will post a link with my NNL coverage to the actual NNL East coverage. They have somebody that tries to photograph almost everything that came through the door, so that's amongst the best of the coverage that you'll get for that. So we'll leave NNL East for now. The other videos coming up will be my entrances into upcoming group builds, including Chevy Truck Month and the Muscular Dystrophy build. Well, I'll do those as separate videos. I will say that I intend to continue working on the Mustang for the Carolina Man tribute build. This is the one I decided to do. I know in another video I had mentioned I bought 2 coupes by accident, thinking this was a convertible. I'm going to use the paint scheme on this as inspiration, but I'm not going with the white and green and whatever. I'm doing sort of another type of asymmetrical design on this, I hope. And so I'm going to continue with that. Since I've already approached the subject, I'm not going to do a start video on it because I've already sort of done that. But I will do start videos for the other 2 that I mentioned. Okay, now I want to cover upcoming shows. Well, we did do an NNL East. If you've never been there, you should try. There's 2 halls of vendors, as well as the display room, so it's quite the incredible experience. You really owe it to yourself to get there once in a lifetime. And I'll cover this again, but the one for next year, the themes are the summer of '69 and going places. Summer of '69 is any vehicle memory from 1969, so that leaves you open to dioramas and cars from '69, or a lot of leeway there, I think. And going places is any vehicle named after a geographic location, such as a Chevy Monte Carlo, and I'm sure you can name others. Coming up more recently, or more sooner than NNL East the next year, for Canadians is Torcan, which is Saturday, May 26th. It's in Brampton. It's in a couple short years, it's growing to a big show. It has a big vendor's room. Now this is all types of modeling, of course. Airplanes, armor, sci-fi, cars, you know, the whole gamut, ships and subs and everything like that. It's a great show, so if you can make it to Brampton on Saturday, May 26th, I highly recommend that you come out and check that out. And then after that, the shows I have are now going into the fall. Okay, sorry for the skip there. Every time I hold up a page in front of my beautiful face, the camera, it screws up the camera. So I'm starting again here in the middle of what we were talking about. So next up is the Southwestern Ontario Scale Model Expo. That's in London, Ontario. It's on September 22nd, 2018 from 10 till 5. It's an IPMS type show. Go this way. I don't know. Anyway, it's an IPMS type show. I hear it was pretty decent last year, although I think there was issues that the vendors were in a totally separate building and it was a rainy day, so that was a challenge. But otherwise, I hear it was a good show. It was their first year back. I think it's these guys anyway. If not, I stand corrected and I'll apologize. Anyway, it's another show for us in Ontario to go check out. Now, on the same day, the Ottawa area plastic modelers, the Ottawa car model builders anyway, are having their show on September 22nd. That's the show last year that Steve Minion and I got to hang out at and check out the models and go for lunch and all that type of thing. It was a great day. It's a good little show. For some reason in Ontario we don't get big turnouts at car shows, so you're looking at 150 models, but they were all well done. It was a fun day, and if you're in that area and if you don't feel like going to an IPMS show and you want to travel, I would say go check out the Ottawa model car show. They're on Facebook, and I'm sure if you Google it, you can find more details. As we get closer to that event, I'll let you know. I'll put up more details and whatnot. But that's it for now. Coming up the week after, on September 29th, is the the Toronto Model Car Show. It's model car and flea market down at the Franklin Horner Community Center. This is the same spot that they've been having their show for quite a while now. Always a lot of good vendors there, so I would suggest you check it out. In the same day, now this is much further away, so it's not really for us from Ontario, but I want to support these guys. Diversified Scalers are having their show at the PAL building, which is where the NNL East is held. It's their 7th annual show. I understand it's a good little show. The themes are American muscle cars from 67 to 72, however you want to do those up, and their parking lot diorama is Nissan Datsun Day. So any Nissans or Datsuns, 240Zs, 510s, the little pickup trucks, anything Nissan or Datsun are welcome there. Coming up in October, on October 6th, is Junk in the Trunk. It's the 39th annual NNL Nationals in Toledo, Ohio. Actually, the building is in Sylvania, but it's considered Toledo, Ohio. Junk in the trunk. The main theme is mid and rear engine vehicles. So your Lamborghinis, your Corvairs, uh, um, Volkswagens. Like that's hard. You get the idea. Porsches, anything like that. Usually there's a second theme, but I'm not seeing that, so we'll go with that. So that's October 6th. October 14th in Quebec, in Charlesbourg, Quebec, is Exposition Amicale des Modèles Réduits. My French is slipping the older I get. I used to be able to speak it better, but if you're east in Ontario, you might want to go check that out. And last but not least, for this go of Toss the Sprue is Motor City NNL 14 in Warren, Michigan, which is like a northern suburb of Detroit. At least it is to me. Um, anyway, the themes are Class of '68, featuring the 50th anniversary of the Roadrunner and Super Bee. The sub theme is bedtime, which is pickups, El Caminos, Rancheros, anything like that. And there's a cult theme of dirt. And I think that'd be any cars racing in the dirt, dune buggies, dirt modifieds, anything like that. So here's the low card for that. I keep trying not to put this in front of my face because then it just screws up the camera. Anyway, check out the Detroit Auto Modelers. I know they have a location on Facebook. Um, if you want any other information, I can give you the information off this card at a later time if you'd like. So this has probably gone on long enough. I've got 2 videos now, and I think if I stitch them together, it'll be close to 14 minutes. Sorry about that. So that's it for this one. We'll get into NNL East in another video, and then I'll do my entry videos into the 2 group builds that I mentioned earlier. Okay, we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Subscribe, like, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye now.